FASHR going to lean up here with the Glock. Seen there by Prime. Takes his head off through the wall. Swings around the corner. Does dink damage, but can't get rilax to drop. His teammate's going to have to back him up as Lucky gets 2 kills in that short control. Suddenly birdfromsky all alone, and kwezz cleans house to secure. Player to flower pots. That's an M4 here, and the 3-man crossfire will ensue for Trick. He's going to play anti-flag. Zip still gets the kill in. Swing back from the Family. Sees 2 players. The damage towards both of them. Such low HP numbers for Lyngby, and Kier comes in with his M4 to clean up a secondary kill. Bomb dropped as well. The CTs know it. Backup's on the way. Zip still fragging out from second boxes. Flashbang in. Prostoi gets that other headshot. His teammate is out of the gate here, taking a lot of nades to the face. All sorts of utility being thrown up there. Will boost his teammate up. That's Kier looking down range. He gets out of dodges. Prime does find a kill. How is Prime stuck all the way up here, actually? What? How? How? I've got to look at that one on the replay. birdfromsky is getting Kier, however, still have a player up here. Prime's hunting for a secondary frag. He finds FASHR, looks around the corner. Just so much damage to roll. Knife kill. Yeah, this is what's going on here. Just swinging up. Stabby, stabby. No, not even opting for the stabs. AK picked up, but 2 very easy kills to find. Both players being spotted. Rotations are inbound. The bomb plant's going to get denied by the HE. Perfect. All left to rolls with 20 seconds left.
Oh, kwezz is just doing so much damage on this side. He could finish the round all by himself, and he does so. Performances when it comes to Inferno in particular. And so far from Tricks, they are just looking completely on point. They've got AKs on the city side, and Lucky even
hoping that they can extend on some sort of CT player. But look at kwezz. Look at his timing. He's going to see the player up here on the stairs, gets that kill, takes very little damage by comparison, and gets back out to the main side defense.
Oh, he's feeling it. He's having one hell of a game. He drops out from the apartment, starts to reposition even out to the open. He makes it a 10th kill so far in the 7th round. And Lyngby Vikings is now down just to 1 more player. FASHR is in a 1 versus 5. He catches off kwezz just outside from long, gets that second, now gets the bomb plan in.
3 more to find. Zip and Kier are tagged. Zip more so than Kier is. He gets out of dodge, looking towards his left-hand play. He's going to isolate that one individual on the AK here towards that mid-control. So there is that much coming in for the T-side clutcher. But Swing gets the kill in. Expecting more presence, but the CTs are coming back out from the other side. Flash over. He's going to try to see if he can peek against them. Or he's trying to fake it out. He's gotten those 3 kills. He's done damage at the very least. Oh, he fixed it a headshot, but he's on the defuse. Sit back off it. Just by the ship. Oh, FASHR!
That is the first 1 versus 5 for FASHR's career, so we can add that one to the tally. Lucky starting things off onto NaToSaphiX, and what a response instantly out for the Trick side. They make it 2!
And they continue to press forward. Zip seeing T-side contact around the corner. The flashbangs are going to try so they can bail him out, but raalz still ends up falling. Finally, birdfromsky gets over, capturing that first exit of the likes of the bomb planter. Nice nade on Lucky's part. He catches the tight angle, gets that kill in, and birdfromsky is left alone.
Oh, just when they get a pick, they go, right, we're just going to try and make our way.
The most one-sided we've seen Trick take anything above Lyngby Vikings, especially on Inferno in the past. Straight in for the collateral as well. Bomb drop. Trick to have a man advantage, a 2-man advantage, in fact. No further map presence here from Lyngby, and I think the round's over already.
Oh my goodness, they even find another one as FASHR tries to hunt through that smoke.
Round the corner, hoping to catch up a CT player. Back turn, didn't see the likes of Kier. Kier takes him down. Prime follows suit on Nate. Okay, I was concerned that was Lyngby trying to throw a CT smoke to cross and then try to see if they can get the setup off the back of that, because if you're missing utility like that, I think he did. kwezz will start leaning up. He's going to see that barrel. That's going to be a trade to a 4 versus 4. Got to look back towards Apsto. That nade on towards the bomb planter is going to do its damage. And continuing to extend here. 12 seconds. That bomb, it could be denied by kwezz. It all comes up to a single frag. So they know he's in Apps. I think he made some footstep noises, but he won't be able to deny the plant here. This will be a retake for Twistzz.
Play in the apartments, wait for the repositioning, wait for your teammates to come out. They've got heaps of util between them. If they can molly out that pit position, that could potentially try and see if they could force birdfromsky wide when those flashes start coming out, but he already is in that position.
To me indicated that maybe he could have held it together. Maybe if he stayed in Boiler and tried to contest that bomb planter, he could have got that kill and denied the plant on his
investment in for NaToSaphiX in the last round. A lot of early anti-rush nades down from Banana. They're pushing, they're trying to rush out completely blind. Birdfromsky finds the first, but Kier is still looking to try and fight.
Oh, and a spray is good for a trade frag. Nato gets that nade in, deals with him.
Either that or a late rotation, and they're going to commit through B. They've got to commit through it.
Smokes back on the T side. There's Lucky with a kill. A second kill. An AK spray for Prime. Comes off with two of his own. And that was the perfect...
I could test Banana again.
Seems so. Native Zip caught off by birdfromsky. That's a good frag to find. Kier turned away to send into the corner. Awkward spray from him as birdfromsky gets a secondary kill. One player comes back towards the apartments and lurks in to get another frag on kwezz, and that secures the round right there. 3-for-1 trade. And Twistzz not even going to bother there.
One thing to remember against the Masonic side.
So on towards that main entrance, Zip catches the engine on towards one, takes him down, sprays through on two, transfers it to three. Kier comes up with a kill through smoke, and that's basically round done. Rilax is going to pull off a FASHR if he wants even a single chance at this round.
Get the bomb plan in, get the extra little bit of money. They're all squeaky out towards CT, and you're not going to be able to connect with that many players. What a hold again. It's Zip, the in-game leader. Great spray control coming in. He gets so many kills. Now that angle behind...
Oh, Lyngby. Oh, Lyngby. Well, that's a good shot from NATO, all right. He has no idea these players are already at the CT cross. He could get overwhelmed so easily by a backstab, and indeed that AWP kill comes in as the T start to act. They realize that B is completely open here.
Yeah, he had no idea. That was just a window of opportunity for Lyngby, and there's just a lack of vision, and he thinks, right, I'm going to smoke that.
Side molly, in fact, but the backstab coming in from rilax should be able to secure it right here. They have no idea he's coming. He lines up a spray on two. raalz gets a kill as well through the midst of a flashback. Just around it or adjust it itself. Pistol round coming through for round 16. NaToSaphiX here with FASHR. Two players to find. They turn around. All the bullets missed out from the USP, but FASHR's got it lots as he finds a quadra. Banana control. And now Prime leads the charge into the A site. Zip gets the kill on FASHR. M4 of Rilax gets a trade back of his own right. Kier will deal with NATO, so the execution strategy is working pretty well here for Trick. Lucky gets Rilax next, 4 versus 2. And Lyngby Vikings have Birdfromsky and raalz up for this retake.
They execute quickly into brackets, and the entries just flow. NATO on first contact, but he's already been smoked.
Forced away, FASHR with the M4 burst through, gets that kill. Rilax following suit as well. Zip, NATO back and forth. kwezz tries to hold the trades and try and look for the player on site. He gets him as well. Lucky turns it up on birdfromsky. And the 3-on-2 advantage falls apart for Lyngby. raalz going to try to deny the bomb front. He's going to be a hair too late towards it. They know exactly where he is. The footsteps being heard. Chicken burns. And raalz, well, he might burn with him.
A 1 versus 2 up for raalz, and no one's peeking here for the Trick side. He does have a kit in play, but he's got to try somehow isolate these kills, and he doesn't even need to.
The players, the birdfromsky takes damage. Kier continuing to get flashed out here. He's not going to face forward. The CTs are going to back off.
At least get a good kill.
Start forcing forward, smokes down, flashes over. Birdfromsky trying to hunt for the T-side player, gets that kill in as a secondary frag found. Lyngby, a chance available. Zip gets a kill. kwezz is traded, though Lucky is extremely low. 4 versus 2, that bomb plant's got to be secured back here towards the back of the site. And can't deny it from Birdfromsky. The AWP does get a shot in, though, so Tricked buying an opportunity back if they get a secondary kill for Zip, then this could be the opportunity to close it all down.
Yeah, Lucky's got to be able to try and give some assistance over to Zip. He's the low HP player. AWP out towards that construction angle, and Zip now turns into a 2v2.
Kicked in with FASHR, smoke down. Oh, let's line up the spray! He's got a fork here on the B offensive, on the pistol round. 2 players to receive, Birdfromsky and Rilax here with the USPs. That's a good shot, okay. Birdfromsky following suit to the other side of the site. kwezz is going to end up falling, and Rilax focuses fire on the next, but Kier takes him down. 2-for-1 trade, Lucky chimes in on FASHR. raalz trades back, drops that bomb, so left to 2 players now at the T-side forces. Kier is low, needs Zip to come in and support because now he's a dead man, and the Glock is shut down by NaToSaphiX.
Footsteps coming in from raalz.
AK on Kier's leaning up. Prime gets that frag in against Birdfromsky, opening things up towards the apartments. 1 HP, he can escape though. And FASHR and raalz still chiming in towards the A defensive, the SMG.
And bring some advantages back. Aggression starting to come through from the apartments too. This is going to be a really tough fight for Prime to win, and he loses it to the HE, in fact.
Rotating from the market control, but that bomb's just going to get pushed in towards the A play. Seeing one, raalz are just perfectly placed. kwezz with one frag needs to go for a whole lot more than this. Secondary kill we found, but not quite the triple. Rilax. The aggression towards ramp might shut down some of the split play, but they've got to deal with FASHR, who's been playing the position so well. Oh, they couldn't account for him despite the fact he switched out his weapon. raalz will fall. birdfromsky gets a kill to support FASHR, who still chimes in. And he has been a real thorn in the side of Twistzz so far in this game here. Prime trades it, but he gets right back up on those boxes, shuts him down. And now to play with. And really no breathing room either. Gonna get sandwiched in, taken down by rilax in the end. He probably could have waited to allow.
Mid stance not playing out from window, and this has allowed a bit of a sneak coming through from KRIMZ position. There is a player out from jungle, and he positions himself fantastically. Great opening fight one.
All on raalz now, extending out towards the site itself. Two players coming in from short. Could be a bit of a problem for Prime if he's not careful. He pushes forward that smoke. That's a kill coming in. He reads KRIMZ's position, but KRIMZ swings back for the headshot, and he's not going to reface any further, knowing that he could go down to the spam via the smoke control. They'll plant open here, not for connector, open for ramp. Onto the triple stack. Nato falling back out towards the B site. I think the CTs want to call in the safe call.
Yeah, it's not worth going for this, right? We know that money's not in a perfect state. Even Lucky's going to go for a little bit of an exit frag. Ooh, nice couple of kills coming through from Lyngby. Unfortunately, if any of the players were closer towards the site, they could have still got in for the retake. Now just trying to look for some exit frags.
Zip's going to shut down rilax. kwezz being the insurance policy. They're still going for this, actually. Did look like it was right there, but in the end, the side back in connector. Maybe we might not have enough time for this. Let them get away. And get our first to the board on the trick side. Lyngby.
They need rounds, and NaToSaphiX actually body blocks out that early smoke out towards that mid control that doesn't land in the window position, but KRIMZ just wide swings out the AWPer and somehow gets a beautiful entry.
I was wondering what happened there because it was so quick he didn't even realize it. birdfromsky, AK, close range. Oh, he's walked past the entire T-side force. His spray can't transfer. The bomb's been dropped. The backline player's got to pick it up and get it to the site itself. 4 versus 3. CT's aggressing raalz, shuts down one. Looks for a bit more as rilax falls in turn. And they move forward. Zip gets a double up on FASHR. And raalz sneaking around towards Benson. Denies that bomb plant for a second time.
Picked up by Zip, who's already been able to get a couple of kills in the round. Trying to see if they could draw raalz forward. 1 versus 2, being very silent about it. The NWP catches the shot, and there was
a little entity could be a positive side for them, and the Lyngby Vikings side, the back up on the right falls, and raalz are going to be the fragger for this round as he gets those 2 kills in. Does not stop for anything, not for Prime or KRIMZ, and immediately shutting them down. No utility in towards that underpass controls. I thought they could face it directly, or in towards top mid. Zip's going to get that kill against birdfromsky. Lucky's burning 10 points of health. He can't escape. He's got to get these kills, almost line them up, but FASHR continues to frag, gets 2 of his own. kwezz can trade back on right.
Short position, 2 players around the bomb is the most difficult position impossible. Jigglepeak comes out, can't even find a connection. raalz ending up
across the border standard. 2 AK saved in for Lyngby Vikings. So they got some extra firepower to bolster here. And raalz has one of them straight in towards the palace control. Didn't think Prime was going to get him. He gets shut down for the opening frag this time.
And now the execution's coming in pretty quickly for the T's. There is a player out towards this default position that needs to have a big hold from the CT side. It's all going to come down to that 1 AK that can't even do anything. They're going to try and keep fighting on the retake. rilax just running into the site all by himself. What's he doing?
They've got to cover off this angle. Bomb plant attempted. Flash over from birdfromsky. Will start the swing. See his man. Spray awkward. Zip takes him down.
Neto's going to save. Now, there's a player out from window that might be able to try and hunt down this AWPer. Good re-smoke. No, it's not at all. It looked like it was going to be a good re-smoke, but doesn't quite land. Lyngby had such a fiery start, but now they've hit a little bit of a hurdle. They need to be able to bounce back. Nato flying up towards a short position, looking to try and see if he can find something. It's actually rilax and FASHR, though, to find the first couple.
Let's see if we can shut them down. They've managed to do just that here. Oh, Zip catching off FASHR though as he grips out from that mid control. They give it up in the end. And the CTs hold the defensive line. He gets that first. No more than that. kwezz can trade back rilax, but there's the AWPer Nato there to shut him back down from birdfromsky. So Lucky's basically just got to scope in and find the right player at the right moment. Oh, the adjustment was close. Make their way in towards apps.
birdfromsky, Jigglepeak comes out, only lands that tag shot. They know that he's there out in the apartments, doesn't get re-peeked in, so he's able to reposition, get himself a slightly different angle, and KRIMZ falls in the interim of it. 2 players out towards this B side, and potentially a third on a rotate.
Nades on, missing out for the CT players. birdfromsky swings in and on kwezz. kwezz takes him back for a 4-on-4. rilax still back behind bench though, holding that short angle. kwezz is going to try to reposition for the backstab, and rilax comes in with that kill. Trying to see if he can double up. FASHR deals with the backstabbing player. Prime tries to trade, and FASHR deals with him, so it's all after kwezz in a 1 versus 2. Bomb dropped in the back lines, making his way through smoke, and the M4 sees him. FASHR gets another quadra, another multi. Oh, that's so upsetting. Zip moving in with the AK. FASHR again goes massive. Massive frags on this one. rilax to bail him out of the short control as Kier gets up. AWP did not see the M4 peeking through. He'll try and face towards him. Finally, FASHR is going to fall. But a 4 versus 2. Gained here by Lyngby. There's an SMG on site. birdfromsky swings towards the last. And we go 10-8. I don't know what that's about, but we'll take it. Bomb plant secured. There's kwezz with a headshot in. Needs to get a second, but he can't do it. raalz trades it back, doubles up against Kier. Got one player out towards the short control, but look how far they're sending towards market. Zip and Prime getting those headshots together. That's big stuff. Flicks back towards Nato. Taps through from Zip, also missed out. And now Lucky's alone, 16 HP. Knows where both T-side players are at, but the duels are going to be the main concern. Got to land these heads so perfectly. Sees vision, gets one. Now down to a 1v1. No kit in play for him either. Jumping around the corner, sees his man, but NaToSaphiX wins the fight, wins 3.
Big nade down onto rilax's position, eating that, but it's going to be the split into B for the T's.
deagle Kier still takes out one frag, reloading as many more around the corner to face 2 players in particular. The missing his shots. SMG burst through a kwezz, doing minimal damage. Does take FASHR down at the very least. And players is out here towards the apartment's control, faced in by one of the automatic rifles to SMG on site. Spray catches that bomb planter for a double. Prime turns up on raalz. And well, maybe Trick might have a little something up there. Steve on CT side. rilax in a 1 versus 4. He's got 1, but not 2. Zip shuts it down.
Everybody else. Set piece looks to be coming out for the T side.
Second time, they found Prime to start things off, however, aggressive towards that palace position. Molotov's in from the CT side. Are they going to go for the retake here or save their weapons? This time their hand are getting a frag back here. FASHR shoulder baiting out. He saw that one CT. The CT also saw him playing anti-flash to swing back. That's a good kill for Zip, catching the player off at the bomb plant position. Kier follows suit on FASHR, dealt with towards CT spawn. Now a 3-on-3 can ensue. rilax chiming in though, getting Zip to fall back and connected, so it's all after these CT players. Smoke on the bomb, flash around. Kier watching his positions, rustling back towards the ramp control. Awkward spray from Nato comes up with the frag regardless. And now
have tried to have gone for that on the city side. There was so much money. They're going to try and hunt the AWP of Lucky. Heard that first player, sees him out. More damage being done to the T side. Probably another swing to come out from NaToSaphiX. AWP holds on. A couple of nice shots from Lucky. Important one. So if this AWP Prime can hold off, at least get a kill back, they'll be at the advantage in terms of positions of men. But there's a counter in from FASHR. He makes his way in towards Sniper's Nest. No one's watching it. Lucky will go down. And rilax catches Zip back in the mid position. No idea of that mid presence. And now the backstab's all they've got to work with. The linchpin is also being accounted for. The teams have a back turned. And the bomb plant won't be secure just yet. Kier goes down. This is flawless from Lyngby. Tricked are going to go back and save. That was a perfect round. That looks so good from Lyngby Vikings. They get out from the mid control. They get a player silently up from window, and they just kind of scramble the rotations. They're even going hunting on these last couple of players. There's a player out in the apartments from rilax that might be able to deal with this AWP. Swing out from the right-hand side. It's going to be a tough shot to hit if the wide swing does come out from the T's. They realize the importance of trying to get the hunt in. They've dealt with kwezz. Prime's now at a 1 versus 5, and no one goes down. Hardly any.
I mean, who would have thought it as well? Rifles in, one CT playing anti-flash. Prime gets that 1 kill before he's traded back here, but Zip into the ninja spot. He's just going to be waiting back to try and hold the defensive. Gets that spray in on raalz, takes him down. Swings back up towards Palace. The second gets that kill back in. Spray blind on Tetris, knows where those players are at. Kier drops in, will sandwich 2 players to line up, but Nato comes up with your pick. AK got to come out. Zip. Oh, this is perfect patience from him. Lovely. Back up on the AKs versus 3 FAMers, so the economy will still get hurt by the CT forces. That's what losing that AK really means to them. But Lucky doesn't give a damn about losing rifles. He's happy to take the FAMer in, take a blind shot back. Kier following suit at underpass. FASHR with a trade on shore. He's being contested by CT forces, but it's a 2-for-1 to the favor of Tricked. Will they find a swing back at bench? He's looking the wrong way, sees his man, but can't find the angle of the shot.
They know he's in ladder. Unfortunately, they don't really have the grenades to be able to force him out to the open. The Van player trying to do some damage. FASHR continuing the spray, ends up with a double, and this is a way back in for the T side.
The shot back down by Lucky as he gets rilax. Scene, sprayed through, swing back, trying to catch his man. Trying to catch this player, does get the kill in, but now bomb planted in 1v2 and 21 HP to clutch. Kid's ready for the swing. That's going to get shut down.
And gets the information forward. Tries to waste as much time as possible. The bomb does get planted for Lyngby Vikings. Doesn't actually give him enough money to go for the...
Round 25, NATO out towards that mid-presence with the AWP, looking for the first kill on a CT player, but he gives away too much info to Prime. Oh no, oh my god. CT players in towards that mid-control, might find some exit frags, but FASHR's read kwezz! He knew it, he read it! Maybe they heard a footstep from that AWP, but Prime is going to get away alive, and it seems like the rest of the... Extend out towards the mid-control, see nothing. Grab one AK. Zip is ready for it here. Incendiary is coming in early for the CT forces. Zip is forcing pretty far forward. Seeing that Italy come over, sees that first man, continues his spray for a second kill. NATO drops it, AWP ready for Prime. He just doesn't miss. He just doesn't miss, but when he does, he's there. He's like, mate, you miss, I connect. Don't worry about it. One more kill away from being able to get a lead, and it is a convincing round. Certainly wants to make that a reality here. Down towards underpass. Over T-side contact, bait and switch, good spray. Takes rilax down, drops a 19 of his own accord, but it's a start out here. But the CT forces the AK sees so much more T-side presence. Now Kier needs support in the site. He's not ready for them, they're not ready for him, I should say. Bomb out, spray through, not quite as good. Lucky comes in with the AWP to a 2 versus 2. Oh, that body block of the flash does not enable the entry to come through towards the CT line, but both AWPs will try peeking for this retake. Prime is already up on site, smokes down, they hear the footsteps, they see his man, they take him down. All left the bird from Sky up in the apartments. They're keeping their eyes on. They can defuse this from a covered up position. Now the AK has been seen. The second player can get on the bomb right now. They're hunting for the frag though. Jump facing to give away an opportunity. Re-smoke back. They're going to get on it here. Spray through perhaps, wrapping around the other side. Damage being done. They deal with him in the end. As Tricked will find the defuse, find their 15th to map and match point in the semi-finals.
Oh, they clutch out a 2 versus 2 retake.
Need to turn it around now or never.
They need one of their stars to show up. They need someone like FASHR to just get an entry, and it's actually going to be raalz. An aggressive play in from the Palace peak from Zip allows the opening pick to be found by the T side, and now they make it 2. T's here, they realize, all right, let's just bait in and rotate. Let's just see if we can do it. Now, rilax, if he starts to slow walk out from the apartments, they'll get the info, and they've even dealt with the AWP from CT.
There's a good shot in from Prime, blind against raalz, gives away his angle. He's going to rotate back to that B-bomb site, though. rilax has made his way out. No, he's going to go back towards CT spawn. And at the last second, if he held that short angle from the sniper's nest, then maybe he could have caught them off, but seeming less than likely. As kwezz falls, Prime left to save. 1v4. And he's out of the round here. Slow and methodical from Lyngby. He'll get an exit. I'll grab the secondary orb, trying to see if he can get it out of the way, so that way the team can't get it back. Yep, AUG picked up as well, scoping in at the next man. Spray through, not quite good enough. Going to contest against all the T-side players, it seems, but in the end, he does get...
Once again for the Lyngby Vikings, well, it's fast out from mid. A player's dropped in from underpass quickly from the CT side, and Kier gets the first pick.
And the AWP with a slight gap in that smoke here out towards the mid-control. One player will face in from Con. Zip challenging on Bird from Sky as kwezz on the B-side hold. Takes out rilax, gets top of bench, doubles up on FASHR, and this bomb is alone. NATO's got it all to do in essentially a 1 versus 5, and as he goes down, it will really be a 1v5 for Bird from Sky. He'll take a first, a second face won't be as lucky though, as lucky is the man to...